Greetings, 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 everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome to our Sunday Uplift service recap. Thank you for joining in or tuning in today or whenever you are listening to this video. We greet you with love, hope, and faith. And we also greet you saying, don't just watch us grow, come go with us. So we're going to just get right into this right now, and we're just going to give you a recap of what our message was about. And our message was about getting to your healing. And I'm going to make sure I'm able to see here today, and we're going to get to my little notes, and we're going to get started. It's our scripture came from Jeremiah 14 and 17. And the scripture reads as follows: Heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. For you are the one that I praise. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Peace I leave with you, and peace I give to you. I do not give as the world gives. And you know what? We have to really think about that because the world gives us pains, heartaches, bills, miseries, things that we don't want to possess. So when it comes to getting a healing, we know that has to come from God. Because when we have a loss of a loved one, a lack of finances, a healing is needed. When we're feeling hopeless, a healing is needed. When we feel those mental pressures piling up on us, we need a healing. When our physical health starts acting up and doing things, we need a healing. When we're feeling stuck, like there's no way out, or that there's nowhere to turn and we don't know what to do, we need a healing. When we're lonely, we need a healing. From addictions, we need healing. We might be addicted to, it's not just drugs that we could be addicted to, it's not just alcohol that we could be addicted to, it could be working, we could be addicted to, we could be addicted to eating, we could be addicted to so many different things that we need to let go of. And our world conditions, they definitely need a healing. And we went on to saying, what did we need to help us get rid of these situations in our lives? And we found them to be that we needed an antidote or a solution. And most of all, we needed to learn how to use them. And the way that we can start using uh, these things, or getting to or getting through to our healing, is through prayer, attitude, and forgiveness. You know, having the wrong attitude can keep you stuck. Not praying and following your own mind will keep you ill and needing a healing. And not forgiving, that will definitely keep you in a state where you need to be healed. Each and every one of us, we have different pathways and we have different conditions, but it's all about that same process: prayer, attitude, and forgiveness. So we need to use those. And also, we need to give our concerns to God. And after we give our concerns to God, we need to listen for that still voice and we need to act on it. Because when He speaks to you, sometimes He'll speak to you loudly and boldly, but most of the time, He'll speak to you in a small, still voice. And when He speaks to you, a lot of times when He's speaking to us, we try to go in the opposite direction. And boy, when we go in that opposite direction, we become like Jonah. Okay? So that's a whole different lesson. But what I want to say is that we need to, once He give us that answer and give us that solution, we need to heed to what He has told us to do. Because when you don't, That's when we get into a whole different situation. You know, you find yourself getting into more different situations. You'll find the problem compounding. You'll find the problem getting worse. You find yourself getting sick. You find yourself, having, you know, a hardship because we're not listening. And you know what? We have to pay attention and follow directions and be obedient when he gives us instructions. We might have to press through to get to our healing. Sometimes, our healing may come through acting we don't when we don't feel like acting, or pressing through when we don't feel like pressing through. And once you begin to press through, that healing comes. That victory comes when we press through something where we think we just can't make it. But you know what we're gonna say? I'm gonna put my faith in God and I'm just gonna press through it. And watch that healing shows up right on time. Getting through might mean that you might have to forgive somebody. You may feel as though somebody wronged you, somebody hurt you, somebody did you wrong. But as soon as you forgive that person or that thing or that instant, watch things begin to change in your life. Watch that joy become restored. Watch that smile come back on your face. Watch that happiness and that glow return to you. All because you forgave. It makes your burdens a whole lot lighter. It might mean that we might just have to stop in our tracks because sometimes we just be doing too much. And in doing too much, we need to know when it's time to peace and be still. Sometimes he just wants us to do that, is to peace and be still and let him fight the battle. Let him show you the way. Let him direct your path. That's another way to get through to our healing. Another way that we can get to our healing is asking for help, putting that pride down and letting go and let God. And it might mean, mean in a lot of cases, a complete surrender. God, I surrender all. I have no power in this situation, and only you can do it because I can't. Then the healing comes. And he always said, cast your cares upon me because I care for you. And once we learn how to do that, things will be a whole lot different because we're not carrying that heavy weight, that heavy burden, that heavy load, because we've learned how to distribute our weight, distribute our burdens, and distribute our boulders that we hold. Because sometimes our problems can feel like boulders, like they just coming down on us so hard that we begin to shrink 2 and 3 feet. And that's when we need to know how to, you know what? I'm just going to give it to him and let him take care of it. And that's what we have to do. We have to learn how to do that. He said, take up my yoke and learn from me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. And this comes from letting him take that weight, letting him deal with our problems as we stay in prayer and wait for answers, as we forgive, and as we do as that small voice tells us. So I want to just say this is a little bit of these are tidbits from our focal points from our message from today. We're always looking for you in the building. And if not, listen to our recap. But I just want to say thank you for taking out your time today to listen and to hear the message that God had for us today. And remember, don't just watch us grow, come grow with us. Bye for now. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, your evening, your morning. Enjoy. Bye for now. See you next time. God bless.